Hi everybody, Nadim, Online Tennis Instruction. Another tip for the serve that seems very important and problems that occur over and over regardless of the player's level. Okay, I see this happening quite a bit where the fluidity and the power generation on the serve is really not optimal. And oftentimes it is because of the same thing that players do incorrectly. What exactly do I talk about? When players start, a lot of them go back, or a lot of you guys, you go back, and what happens, your wrist opens and your racket goes really far behind you, okay? This position here does not allow for a good right to left movement of your head and ultimately the racket drop, which is the position you need to be in order to get good power for your serve. If you're back here, you're much more likely to get into an awkward position. You can get somewhat of a racket drop, but it's in a very bad position, very far away from your body. That is not a very good position to be in because it's very difficult for you to lead with your elbow up to contact. In fact, all the players who do this, you will see that you're leading with your hand, and that you cannot generate enough fluidity and also no power. So what I want you to do is, I want you to get into a position where the palm does not open and the distance of the racket to your head doesn't get too great. So I want you to start by making this turn here. And what I want to utilize is the fence for this, because the fence will tell you whether you're trying to go too far or not. So let me take a step back further towards the fence here, get into a serving position with about 2 feet from the fence, and now I want you to get into this position right here, which the points of focus are the palm is down, so the racket face with which I'm going to hit the ball is pointing down, and my elbow is clearly below my shoulder. Those are very important prerequisites to get this right. So first, you're going back here. If you're trying to do this, the fence will stop you, okay? So you want to make sure you get into this position here. Elbow is below shoulder, racket face and palm are down. Now is the important part here to note is when you go correctly right to left over your head, and you don't have a great distance back here, you will see that the furthest body part away from your head is your elbow. So you're truly only bending at the elbow. You're not activating the wrist at all. The wrist stays very, very calm, so you can get into this right to left movement, which is the very important prerequisite so that you can get into a nice racket drop. And if you do so correctly and do so slowly, you want to pay attention to first here, elbow below shoulder, palm down. I bend at the elbow and at the elbow only to get the right to left activity, and I see that the that the elbow is the furthest body part away from my head. Now I continue this motion. The elbow becomes from lower than shoulder to about shoulder level, and then I'm going to be able to lead with the elbow, which will get my racket into the racket drop position that I desire to get a fluid and powerful serve action. Now it is very important that you do this slowly first. I've done numerous sessions just in recent days with 4 or 5 players who are struggling with this. So this is not an easy concept, especially if you've been playing at a high level for a long time. Your brain and muscle memory is just going to want to take over. So you need to slow it down. Again, last time, I want to distance myself from the fence so that when I start, I can comfortably stay in this position, palm down, elbow below shoulder, and then I bend only at the elbow with the wrist not active, so the face stays down, the face of the racket, and I continue with the racket right to left, so the elbow slowly comes up to shoulder level and then goes up beyond shoulder level into the lead position here, so I can get this racket drop, and then I can come up to contact. If I do so, and I do so fluidly, this will be a very powerful serve. So go out, utilize the fence to your benefit, and give this exercise a try.
The serve is, of course, the most important shot in tennis, and because so many players struggle with it, we now started offering one-day serve clinics several times per year in Florida and California. In these serve clinics, we'll break down your serve with video analysis and show you exactly what elements need to be fixed so that you can hit powerful serves. So if you're interested in finally developing a powerful serve with one of our serve clinics, please send an email to james@onlinetennisinstruction.com and he'll send you more information.